Welcome to our new village. Let's practice moving around. Moving the mouse to the edge of the screen will move you in that direction. Alternatively, use the W, A, S, and D keys or the arrow keys on your keyboard. Holding down the left Shift key while moving will move the camera more quickly. You can change the camera angle by holding down the V key and moving the mouse up, down, left, and right. Finally, you can zoom the camera with the mouse scroll wheel or use the Z and X keys on your keyboard to adjust altitude. The first step in establishing our new village is to place a supply wagon containing useful supplies. To place a wagon, click the construction options on the top bar and click the supply wagon button. Move the mouse to choose a location for the wagon. Valid construction sites are indicated when the building is green. Red indicates a building cannot be placed in its current position. Objects blocking construction will be highlighted. To rotate a building while in construction mode, scroll the mouse wheel or use the square bracket. Good. Our villagers will need something to eat. Foraging for berries is a great place to start. Drag a selection rectangle over all our peasants and move the mouse pointer to a nearby red berry bush. The mouse cursor changes when over berry bushes, trees, iron deposits, and small piles of rock to indicate they...
On my way. What now? Ta-ta!
Yes, my dear? Right away. How can I help? Okay.
Before we can construct our first building, we're going to need more planks. With one or more peasants selected, right-click on a nearby tree to command them to start chopping. Peasants will carry logs back to the supply wagon where they are converted into planks and firewood. We'll need 25 planks to construct a woodcutter's hut. Our current store of planks is shown on the top bar.
Something to do? Be right there, darling. Busy, busy, busy.
Huh? Really? What now? Okay. Huh?
Yes, Petal.
Peasants aren't the hardest workers, nor the smartest. Trained professions work faster and are able to carry more resources. With planks and firewood being critical during the early stages of a new village, we should train a woodcutter. To place a woodcutter's hut, click on the construction options in the middle of the top bar. Select the basic buildings category and click on the woodcutter's hut button. Woodcutter huts should be built close to clusters of trees. When deciding where our hut is to be built, moving the mouse cursor with the hut attached will show nearby resources within the building's boundary. Our villagers will set to work hammering and sawing as soon as they finish their current task. Alternatively, current tasks can be reassigned by selecting peasants and right-clicking on the construction site. Train 2 woodcutters by selecting our peasants, clicking on the woodcutter's hut to select it, and clicking the Train Woodcutter button. Our peasants will... You must always keep at least one untrained peasant for delivering firewood to cottages and constructing new buildings.
Yep.
Y'all want something?
Woodcutters will head for the nearest tree and start chopping, carrying logs back to the woodcutter's hut to be sawn into planks and firewood. Firewood is consumed by cottages to keep villagers warm, and each cottage provides a home for 5 villagers. To expand our population, build 2 new cottages. I've purchased additional supplies to help.
What's up, Slick?
Yes, my dear? Right away.
Howdy.
Construction completed. Superb. With our first cottages complete, villagers now have somewhere warm to sleep at night. When our current population is below the maximum capacity and villagers are happy, new settlers will arrive. Peasants will carry firewood from the nearest supply point and automatically top up firewood stores when each cottage runs out. Villagers need something more substantial than berries to eat. Fish are a great source of food and meet the need for protein as part of a balanced villager diet. Fishing huts need to be built on land near fishing points located along rivers. When placing a fishing hut, move the mouse pointer along the riverbank. Not enough planks.
Yes, Petal. Okay.
Now
New
what?
villagers have arrived.
I could do that.
All right, my love. Busy, busy, busy.
Our village has attracted new settlers. Building completed.
What now?
Something to do?
Yup.
We should construct a windmill and plant wheat fields that can be harvested and milled into flour by the farmer profession. Our woodcutters need to saw more planks before we can do that. We may need our woodcutters to work harder if we want to do that.
How can I help? Be right there, darling.
On my way. What now?
While our villagers hammer and saw, place 3 fields next to the windmill. By default, fields are set to grow wheat. The closer resources are to buildings, the less time villagers will spend transporting goods, and the more productive they can be. Construction completed. Our woodcutters need to saw more planks before we can do that.
Yes, Petal. All right, dear.
A building has been constructed. Building completed. Now train a farmer by selecting one of our peasants, clicking on the windmill and selecting Train Farmer. Our peasant will run to the windmill and begin their new role as a farmer. Construction completed.
Huh? Ta-ta!
Fields can grow different crops. Carrots provide villagers with vegetables as part of a balanced diet. Change one of the fields to grow carrots by selecting a field and clicking on carrots in the pop-up options. Wheat takes a while to grow, giving us time to construct a bakery. Bakeries mix flour from the windmill with water from a well to bake into bread. The bakery can be found under the Advanced Buildings Construction Options category. Finished goods are made by combining a number of resources to produce consumable goods ready for consumption. Bakeries require water. Building a well close to the windmill will enable villagers to pump water to ensure a steady supply. Wells are also important in firefighting, brewing, and potion making.
All right, my love.
Train a baker. Once our first wheat field has been...
Yes, my dear?
I've taken the liberty of purchasing a few sacks of flour and pumped a few buckets of water to save time, adding them to our inventory. To view what's in our inventory, click the bag button on the top bar or press I on the keyboard. Everything we produce, craft, or find can be found in our inventory. It's accessible at any time from anywhere. As our inventory fills up, you can filter items using the icons toward the bottom of the dialog. When you're ready, close the inventory by either clicking the close button at the top right of the dialog or pressing the I key again on the keyboard. As villagers become hungry, they'll get bread from the nearest storehouse or bakery. Eating bread satisfies their need for carbohydrates. To remain healthy, villagers need a balanced diet including protein, which can be found in fish and meat pies, vegetables which can be grown in fields, and carbohydrate from bread and berries. We'll soon be needing more peasants to train as workers. Build another cottage so we can start attracting new settlers. We should build a hunting lodge and train a hunter to begin stalking deer for meat and leather hides. Not enough planks.
How can I help? Right away.
Huh?
Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start. Our village has attracted new settlers. Building completed. To complete the economy chain, we need to build a butchery and train a butcher who will collect raw meat from the storehouse.
Huh? On my way.
Something to do? Okay.
A building has been constructed.
Yup.
Blacksmiths and stonecutters work in a similar way to woodcutters, clearing land of iron ore deposits and stone, or working in sustainable iron mines and quarries. There's an iron mine close to our village, but it looks like a pesky band of kobold scavengers have made camp there. We'll have to deal with them first before we can stake our claim to the mine. Select several villagers and then right-click on one of the kobolds to begin.
Yes, my dear?
Think you can outrun me?
With the kobolds dead, you can loot their corpses by right-clicking on the sparkling bodies. Clicking Loot All will transfer everything from the corpse. Now that a sustainable source of iron ore is secured, we should build a blacksmith's and train a...